What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Icon. And once again, we're here on 910 Sports TV. First and foremost, want to thank God for this opportunity, because without him, there'll be no us. Next, I want to introduce y'all to the man that traveled more than Barack Obama, Michelle. You know what I'm saying? We got Coach Goins in the building. What's going on, Doc?
Hey, well, listen, man. It is not. I'm gonna steal Jacob's line. It's another day to get it right, and we're amongst the blessed. And I'm happy to be on with the brothers. It's Saturday night, and guess what? You need to be dialed in to 910 Sports TV. Glad to be here, brothers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, next I want to introduce my other right-hand man, your baby mama favorite host, Ben White Jr. voice himself, Cowboys' biggest fan, all of that. Jacob the Great, what's going on, brother?
Hey man, hey, we're in the land of the living. Another day to get it right, and man, I'm trying to be like Coach Goins, man, because I ain't no telling, man. He might have a pastor call him from Bermuda. So come on, man, let's go.
Hey, I know that's right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And so I called my brother earlier about this, and I said, man, he said, man, I knew you about to call. So I'm watching the Big Three, Coach.
All right.
And I said, Jacob, and I put it on my timeline on my Facebook page. I said, Jacob, this is the reason why that NBA have stricter rules when it comes to how physical they can be. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, especially this new generation, they can't handle all that physicality. They don't know what to do with it. So what they gonna do is they gonna lash out. You know what I mean? And so you've seen it today. Now, this is the problem with all that, Coach and Jacob. Big Three, Ice Cube just got $229 million. And the Big Three had just become public trade. So people like us can invest in it and have stock in the Big Three now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you watched the game or not, or the games. No. So okay, let me break it down to you before I have y'all chime in. You set up what happened. So basically, the first thing that happened, it was Dwight Howard's team versus Lance Stephenson and Michael Beasley's team. And so Michael Beasley and Dwight was getting a little physical with each other. Michael Beasley and Dwight fell on the ground, was wrestling a little bit. Dwight Howard got up, stepped on the man's ankle, arguing with the referee about whatever, because they called a foul on Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard. So Beasley was laying there for a second in pain, or whatever the case may be. Then so they tech both of them. They gave them a tech, whatever. And then after that, Michael Beasley, Lance Stephenson. Then a few plays later, Michael Beasley and Dwight Howard started tussling each other down in the lane. So they literally holding each other, grabbing each other. Doggone they got an elbow arm all in the Dwight Howard got an elbow arm all in Michael Beasley's face. They ended up getting ejected out the game. So when they got ejected, maybe about 2 plays later, Lance Stephenson felt like he got fouled hard. He went down on the ground, looked like he might have, because he had, how you fall and you extend you fall back and you extend your leg, like bend your leg back. So he fell back, all the way back, bent leg and all. And, it took them a few minutes. They was talking about they might have to have to forfeit the game, because at that point, their team didn't have enough players. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of hobbled back on the court, played, he did his Willis Reed, came back on the court, played a little bit longer. Then after that, they one of their players came down the lane on the White's team, and he basically Lance Stephenson basically clotheslined the dude. So when he clotheslined him, all hell broke loose. And Jordan Crawford swung on Lance Stephenson. Lance Stephenson tried swinging on him. Somebody else tried to run up on Lance. Lance was about to swing on them. So at that point, that was they was already shorthanded. They had to end up. Ice Cube had to step up and say, stop the game, because they didn't have no more players. Because they was about to throw Lance Stephenson out the game, so that would have left them with not enough players. It got so bad, and you'll never see this in the NBA. It got so bad when they threw Dwight Howard out and threw Michael Beasley out, they was going to let Michael Beasley come back in to replace Lance Stephenson, you know what I'm saying, just so they have enough players. You know what I'm saying? And Jimmy Jackson, one of the commentators, like, I don't like that, because if you make a rule, the rule is the rule. You don't bring players back just because you don't have enough players. It is what it is. So I'm saying all that to say this. At the end of the day, he get that kind of money. We know them white folks is looking. It's on CBS, major network, major time frame. Comes on every Saturday at 3 to 5, sometime on Sundays. I think 3 to 5 or 1 to 3 or something. So now, if you see these guys out here fighting and carrying on, you know what I'm saying? Now what? You know what we do with that? If I only got to be a white investor. If I'm a black investor with a lot of money, and I see y'all out there acting like a bunch of goons, you know what I'm saying? Now what? You know what I'm saying?
You want me to go ahead and go with that?
Yeah.
I'll keep my money in my pocket, right? First of all, when you got Beasley, who we know he got some mental problems. Number two, then you put Lance Stevens and him and both of them on the same team. Hey man, you know what? I'm keeping my money. And then what you gonna do when you got arena or wherever they play, you got people sitting in them stands, and now you got to cancel the game. Okay, I would, man. That's buying stock on a one-way street. I wouldn't touch it. I struggle watching it just because how they. And again, it's not that it can't be good basketball. It can, but when you get guys like that on the floor, it's just I don't know, man. He's gonna have to clean it up. And here's the thing: how are you gonna get those corporate? If he's getting that kind of money, somebody's fronting it. But I don't see it really taking off. I really don't.
Go ahead, Jake.
Correction, Archon. It was 229 when they first brought it to. Now it's 290 million that he got. Yeah. So me myself, I seen them playing, and it was a session that I was watching, man. And it's like it was about 2 minutes went by, and they kept shooting basketball, and could nobody hit nothing. I said, man. I could have got more excitement seeing the winos playing checkers. You know what I mean? Like, coach, listen, man. I'm like, and it's half court, and man, they just
Get me the plug in from over there.
they just looking like they just got from the bar drinking, man. I'm like, what is this, man? And whatever Ice Cube do to market this and promote this, man, the gymnasium be packed for real,
That's
for real.
right.
Yeah. So whatever you do, but man, like you said, Lance and Beasley on the same team, man. Man, that's just like putting Nino Brown and Big Meech on the same team. Like, no, bro. Like I kind of, man. I said to myself that I think that Ice Cube need to let some of the players who, because they still got the and one going on and stuff like that. I was just watching this, so I think it should be some cats that's really in still real good shape to audition for this and spread the floor, because I don't think this half court is gonna do it justice, man. You know what I mean? Because these dudes was acting like they were struggling to put the ball in the basket, man. Like, and then, man, all of them be looking like they just came out of rehab. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, come on, man. And then you got these people here that really want to see it because how well he is marketing this thing over a course of a period of time. And it's a public traded company now, man. So it just was a bad look for him, man. Just a bad look. And he got other investors that invested in this with him. So, what do you come back and tell your white counterparts and your Jewish counterparts that invested in this?
That's exactly right.
Well, I'll say this. The part of the game where it kind of got kind of crazy because players couldn't make shots in it. That didn't disturb me. That wasn't that big of a deal to me. But the reason why I say that is because we've seen this in regular games when it get out of hand and they got to keep stopping for either like a flagrant call They got to stop the game for something like that, like a fight or something, and it slows the game down. And when the players come back and try to get warm back up, they missing shots and they can't get back in the flow of the game. And I think that's kind of what happened in this situation, because you got to think they had two big stoppage. They had the fight stoppage, and they had whenever Lance Stevenson got hurt, they allowed him a good 10 minutes to just walk around, and they don't do that in sports most of the time. Once you get up off that floor, you got to make a decision. They gave him an extra 10 minutes just to walk around and shake his leg out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A way to see if he was gonna get back on the court to go out there to look like Willis Reed, little cousin or something. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But so you know what I'm saying? But that to me, I feel like that's why I said I blame the referees, because when it started getting a little physical and a little handsy and they pushing and fighting and whatever, the referees should have just started calling everything. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how you kind of, because if you remember in the finals, when it started to get a little chippy in a couple of games or whatever, then that next game or that second half, remember, I think it was like game 3 or game 4, it got a little chippy, and then like the first half they wasn't calling nothing, and then it got a little chippy in the front and the fourth, in the second half they started calling everything. And I think that's what they should have done here, was even the ticky tack, just to kind of just set order in the game. You know what I'm saying? And I think Ice Cube need to go to the referees and say, especially when you got Michael Beasley and you got Lance Stevenson, you got them guys on the court, and even Dwight Howard could be a little dirty sometimes. He one of them sneaky dirties. You know what I'm saying? He the one to slap you in the head and face and smile at you. You know what I'm saying? With his tutu on. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It just got to be, and then, you know, even Dr. Dre was at the game. He over the sideline laughing at everything. But I'm like, nah, this ain't no funny matter, because it'd be different if this stuff was on Tubi or something or YouTube. But y'all on CBS every weekend. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people that paid their money. Are you gonna give all these people half their money back that didn't get a full game? Right.
And then here's also what's on public display. The Hall of Fame. If you a Hall of Famer and you out there, Dwight, that's the thing. How many Hall of Famers are playing in that league, right? So you get out there and you right, and then is it bushwhackingly? You know, I mean, that's the thing. And when I could not imagine sitting there and paying money and just see them. First of all, I'm not paying basketball money to go see somebody play 3-on-3. I'm not. If I don't do that, I can go to the park. That's just me personally. I'd rather go see them go up and down the court and play the real game. But when you do the stuff like you're doing there and you put both of them jugglers on the same time, I don't know if y'all saw the interview with Beasley and Shannon Sharp. I was like, that dude is out there, man. Mm-hmm. He's out there. And then you put him on the floor and put a little physicality with it. And you're right, Iconic. It's the refs. I mean, you set the tone. You let it get out of hand. They can't do it if you don't call the foul, and now it gets out of hand. Now all of a sudden, you know, you trying to clean it up. And you done got everybody ticked off. But I'm like Jacob. It's a bad look for Ice Cube and the investors. And you know, if he pulls out, that ain't $1.50.
Man, listen, I can't listen. I'm gonna say this, man. Them dudes look so terrible out there. I thought I was gonna see Samuel Jackson in the corner, you know, playing like he played on Black Snake Moan.
I can't take it. But you know what though, Jamal Crawford. I had to be watching not Jamal Crawford. What's his name? Lou Williams. You know, Lou Williams got a podcast, and he said when he first retired, Ice Cube had called him about playing in the Big Three. And he said at that time, you know, he had just got through playing, and he just didn't think it was the right timing, so he never reached back out. He said it had nothing to do with Ice Cube. It just mentally he wasn't there. And then, you know, a lot of players, when they first seen the Big Three, they didn't think it was going to be as physical as it was. And then when they realized how physical the game was, they were like, I don't know about this. Because even like when he said he talked to AI, and he was like, hey, I don't know AI if we're going to really deal with this, because AI ain't played. You got to think when the Big Three came out, AI ain't probably played in about a good 10 years at that point. Or 6 or 7, I think, well, we came out 18, 19. So I don't think AI had retired with it to 2011. So and AI was chunky. AI looked like AI looked like he ate Allen Iverson. That's how AI looked when he was first out there. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so at the end of the day, Lou Williams was like, a lot of the ex-NBA players don't want to play because they didn't play 10, 15 years in the league. They play, you know what I'm saying, all that wear and tear on their body. They don't want to go into the league that's going to be this physical and have to put more wear and tear on the body for the money they're paying. So, because Lou Williams said, I wasn't going back and forth with them. He said, I told them what I want. Then as soon as they came back and tried to renegotiate and say, we can't give you that, he said, I'm good. He said, I ain't going back and forth with you. No. It's the number I want. Either y'all give me my number or I'm not playing, period. You know what I'm saying? So, go back what Jacob was saying, this is the reason why a lot of the ex-players don't want to play, and that's why you're starting to get, because you got to think, both of y'all, when they first started the league, they was getting a lot of, not necessarily the better players, but they was getting a lot of the 6 men and the big men who play like big men, like a Reggie Evans, and they was getting certain players that kind of could play. You know, they was getting a lot. They got remember they had Jason Williams. They had White Chocolate. They had AI. They had, you know what I'm saying, they had Gary Payton played for like 1 year. You know what I'm saying? They had some players that was out. They had some dogs. They had what's his name? Abdul Rauf. He played. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they was getting some nice players. But I think it just got too physical for him, and a lot of them started tearing hamstrings. Joe Johnson played last. I think Joe Johnson's still playing. I don't know if he played today or not, or they got a game tomorrow. I don't know, but I know Joe Johnson, he played last year till he got hurt. But from my understanding, I think he's supposed to be still coming back to play again this year. But you know what I'm saying? But so they getting some, but a lot of these players, they won't play. So they have to go to overseas players, ex-college players, or find these players in these kind of semi-pro leagues or whatever and get them to come. And that's going to be hard. That's going to lessen more people not going to really want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have a couple of marquee players. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You got to. You know what I'm saying? For people to want to watch, to spend their time. I'm not spending my time watching the dude that played up the street. I'm saying down at the block at the hood basketball court. I ain't paying no money. Dang sure ain't paying no money for it. But I dang sure ain't gonna be trying to stop what I'm doing to watch it every Saturday if you don't got a couple of marquee players that used to play in the league.
Ain't nobody gonna spend their time watching Stan that used to play on Martin play basketball.
Hey, what's the all dude? Remember when they played against the women? And it was Martin and Cole and Tommy. And they played against.
Came in, one man said, he come in with the shuffle.
Yeah, the little old man came out there. They're like, nah, they gonna go, Cole, man, you back in. You go back in. That's kind of how it's gonna look after a while. It's gonna be the old man from Martin coming out there trying to play.
Oh Lord, he said Stan. He said Stan. He ain't throw Garrett Morris under the butt. He said Stan for Martin.
So fellas, I guess we move on to this week, man. We got the NBA. Just to let everybody know that's gonna be watching us this week. We gonna have a special show Tuesday. I think the draft is at 8:00. So we'll either be. I think it's 8:00. So whatever time the draft gonna be on, it's gonna. I think it's 8. I think it starts at 8 this Tuesday. So we're gonna come on for a live show and break down probably like the first hour. So whatever amount of picks is that first hour, if it's 10, 12 picks, whatever, we'll do the first hour of the draft. Just, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and talk about it. Because I think for me, I don't know about y'all, but this is probably the most intriguing draft that we've had in probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years, as far as that top 10 being very interesting.
So who's won?
At this point, I still think it's going to be DeBoss. I just think it's about a lot of what you call it, politics and like a bunch of Washington Wizards, trying to, maybe if somebody, maybe we're not sure, somebody come in with a great offer to take this pick off, or like give us 3 number ones or something. I think it's just a lot of posturing, whatever, as far as who's going to go number 1. But I think it's going to be DeBoss at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
I know he had a great year in college basketball, man. But I think he a little weird, a little thrown off. I ain't never heard a black person, especially a black person with hair on their head, they say they want to go play for Utah. What the hell? What? Utah? What is you get sponsored by the Church of Latter Day Saints? They're like what?
Well, you got to think though, Jacob. The man is from I think he's from the state of Washington. I think. So
Yeah, man. Yeah,
so
man. But
I'm like, go ahead, Jacob.
Utah. So is he getting mentored by Jeff Hornacek or something? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, think about it. Think about the school he went to. He went to BYU. BYU is ain't it in you? It's in Utah.
It's in you, yeah. That's a big time. That's a big time Mormon school.
Well, so maybe he just grew up around all that. You know how it is, bro. When you comfortable where you stay, you comfortable where you stay, no matter what.
I kind of hold on, man. You know, I know we got the black Muslims, the black Christians, the black Methodists, the black Pentecostal, you know, the black holiness. But you know, we got a number one pick that's a black Mormon, and he just want to stay in Salt Lake City and just pick the salt out the lake. What? I don't know.
Well, I tell you this. I'll tell you this before you say it, Coach. Before you say this, Coach, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm going to Salt Lake City. I'll be in Salt Lake City tomorrow. I've been to Salt Lake City maybe about a good 5 or 6 times. Salt Lake City is about as hood as it gets. Don't let that Mormon mess they talk about on TV fool you. Salt Lake City is hood. You know what I'm saying? Like straight. It's like, put it like this. Out of all the cities I've been to, the 2 places I don't really like going to is Salt Lake City and Albuquerque, New Mexico. Them the 2 cities I don't like going to. Them my 2 number 1 cities I do not like going to, or whatever. You know, it just run down, hotels trash. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like going to them 2 cities. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Coach.
But he if that's the case, he might be all right if he gets drafted by Atlanta then. Because the way me and Jacob was saying that if he has to go down south, he might struggle if he can't stay up in Jeff Hornacek country. You know, that's a different, you know, and my thing is always, I'm like, what makes you want to go to BYU? And is it that much NIL money to be able to go, or you from there and people can't travel? I mean, if you're good enough, you ain't got to worry about that. Your mom and daddy, they going to get you to the games.
Well, I ain't no way that his dad was raised there. His daddy must got a good paying job. Maybe he was an engineer or something. But, you know, I don't know. I ain't never met one black person from Salt Lake City. Hey man, where you from? Oh, I'm from Salt Lake City. What? You from where? What?
Was his name Harrison?
I don't know, man. Oh no, man. He man. Boy, I when me and Icon talk, we said, I said, you want to go to Utah? I said, Icon, what they done did to that man out there, man? Like, is this guy a real person, or did we have a artificial intelligence basketball player? I ain't never heard a black person tell me they want to go to Utah. What, man? What?
Say, where you going? I'm going to Utah, man. Why don't come see me?
Be like, and you know what? The crazy part about the whole thing, and I hate to say this though, but we keep it real on here. When I seen the boss, I heard about it before I ever seen him play. And when I seen him play, I said, you know what? Why he looked like the cross between the Predator and the Alien had a baby. I said, only person about as ugly as him is Lamar Jackson. That you can't do no kind of marketing. You can't get no kind of real money off the court.
I don't know. That boy so ugly, Jesus won't let him pray.
You know, I'm just like, man. So if all the places, like you said, Jacob, if you want to go somewhere, I'd rather go to Washington. At least you in a major city where you can make some money. But if you go to Utah, I don't care how great. Think about it. The best player they had over the last 10 years was Donovan Mitchell. And as good as Donovan Mitchell was, he ain't make no money really off the court for like no shoe deals or nothing like that, no commercials, nothing like that out of Utah. You know what I'm saying? So even when Karl Malone and them boys was out there, you don't think Karl Malone and John Stockton, if they would have been like in New York or LA or somewhere, they would have made a whole bunch of more money off the court. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
Absolutely.
look, look, man. The only company that'll give him an endorsement deal if he played at Utah is Crocs.
Why Crocs? Wow, where'd you come up with Crocs from? Why you say Crocs?
Because ain't no sneaker company gonna get him no deal unless they gonna create the Larry St. Shoe brand.
Ain't nobody gonna give him no shit. That's true. I mean, because how much TV time they gonna catch?
None, because first of all, Utah's still gonna be garbage. So unless they get to the point where they like the Spurs or the Thunder, where they winning like 50 games a season, they not gonna be on TV like no, you know what I'm saying, like every night. You know what I'm saying? So they still not, you might catch the Bossa game versus whoever every now and then on TNT or something, or ESPN now or whatever. But other than that, he ain't gonna. You just gonna see highlights on him if you go to Utah.
When you say he was going to Utah, I kind of picture some. He playing basketball in the NBA, and then he walk up to the ref. Can you not blow the whistle that loud? Please don't blow the whistle that loud.
Man, he must have been. Jacob must have been in the sun all day today.
I know, right? Hey, so, okay, so we got. If we say the Bossa be first, I said the Bossa first. Who y'all think second?
Wilson.
You think Wilson on second?
Boozing.
Boozing. Yeah. You been boozing.
No, I'm not. But the reason I say, as far as all the notoriety with coming from Duke and all the advertisements and the commercials and stuff like that, that just boosts him up a little bit more. But do I think Caleb is going to 3? I think Caleb going to go number 3, and Chicago going to pick Caleb. That's what I think.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. Let's just say if Boozer does go second, this is what we might have to look for come Monday or Tuesday morning, or right before the draft. Walker Kessler, because I know the Lakers want Walker Kessler or whatever as they center. So they may let's say they do a sign and trade to the Lakers to Walker Kessler going to the Lakers or whatever. So if that was to happen, I think they would get Boozer based off of that, because they need to replace that big man, and I think that would be the way to replace him, by getting Boozer. If that doesn't happen, then I think it may end up being, because I keep hearing Peterson, you know what I'm saying, may end up going too, because everybody's saying he the closest thing to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I ain't watched him enough to see that, but you know what I mean. But
I tried to watch him, but every time I tried to watch him, he's taking himself out of the game.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm like,
he don't got Kobe mentality. I don't know about no Kobe game, but he dang sure don't got Kobe mentality, because every time you cramping up more than a woman that cramp up a time of the month. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with this? You know what I mean? So I don't know about that one. So if I was them, I would go Boozer, or I would go, me personally, I would go Caleb Wilson. I've seen enough in college that I feel like out of all these guys in his game,
Caleb Wilson go to who?
I think Caleb Wilson go. I think they should pick him. I don't want him to go to Utah, but I think he should go. I think he should go to Utah.
I hope they don't pick him. I don't want them to even mention his name.
Yeah, I don't want him to go.
No, sir, man.
That's what I would do.
Now they may do a sign and trade.
Yeah. I wouldn't want him to go to Memphis. Be honest with you, I want him to go to Chicago fourth. That's what I want him.
Yeah, no, don't go to Memphis. He ain't lost nothing in Memphis.
No, don't go to Memphis, man. The only thing he need to go to Memphis to is to visit one of them barbecue restaurants, and after you eat, get back on the plane.
Keep it moving.
Right. Yeah,
That's right.
and then he gonna be down there by himself because Morant gonna be gone, and Jared Jackson already. Ain't Jared Jackson in Utah? Jared Jackson in Utah?
Yeah, I think so.
I
There you
think
go.
you're right.
Well, they don't need
Yeah.
Caleb Wilson.
No.
Well, good then. He probably won't go to Utah then because they don't need Jaren Jackson and Caleb Wilson. That'd be like having Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. You just doubling up on the same thing.
Oh
Storm,
God. Oh,
you know what I'm
God.
saying? Like it don't make no sense. You just like
None.
redundancy. So I would he need to go. Like I said, he need to go to Chicago or after that. If he don't go to Chicago, then please slide down. Slide down
But,
to the
but
club.
I kind of while you playing, Sacramento was so bad. Sacramento might get one of them top 5 players.
That's a good call.
What you mean? They may move up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I guess Sacramento, I think 6. I think the Clippers is 5. So I think the Clippers might move out of that spot. I don't know if they're gonna try to get another player because the way they talking, like they're gonna keep Kawhi. So if they're gonna keep Kawhi Leonard, they might. I
kind of, man, you know, if you gonna keep Kawhi, you might as well tell Walt Frazier to lace him up.
He was in the parade.
Well, I mean, he played. He had his best season his last season. This is the most games that Kawhi played in like 10 years, and statistical wise, they said it was his best season. So maybe he resurrected his career.
I understand, but if we had to take a poll on the 3 players that need to be voted out of the league, because 4 players that need to be voted out of the league because we can speculate what they can do, but we ain't never seen play a full season to see what they really can do. Joe Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and you know, Mr. Pro Black himself, Kyrie Irving. People always talking about Kyrie in your top 5 point guard. I said, how? Point what? Point guard for who? Maybe he's the top point guard for the Frosted Flake Tigers, but not for the NBA team.
No.
Well, and you gotta throw Paul George in there. You know what I'm saying? Since he hurt his leg that year in the Olympics, he been missing 30, 40 games a year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the all hurt squad.
Yep. And if you start to get to it, Luka start to get like that too now. Every time you turn around, Luka get to the playoff time. Luka starting to miss games. You know what I mean?
I've never seen nobody play the worst base defense player that ever touched the NBA floor is Luka, man. Man, listen, man. I can guarantee you, man. Miss Hattie from off the Tyler Perry show can play better defense than Luka.
Hey, she'll want to too, cause her horny self, she definitely give the player.
She said, "Baby, come on, baby."
You know, man. So yeah, you're right about that. But now I think to me, Harden is even worse because Brunson did him in the playoffs. Oh my God! I said I ain't never seen a player where they picked hard. Brunson picked on him 5 plays in a row, and I'm sitting there thinking about the coach. Like, the coach need to be fired tomorrow. First of all, if your player getting cooked like 4 or 5 times in a row, at some point you got to look at somebody else on that court and say switch. You know what I'm saying? Do something, but you can't let one of your best players get cooked over and over again, and you just sit back tomorrow. I don't think the defense was that bad. What you mean? We must not have been watching the same game. You know what I'm saying?
You make that call, and I'm not trying to go into the finals, but you look what Brown did when he put Alvarado and Brunson in the backcourt together. First time all season. You have to make adjustments. If it ain't working, that's why you the coach. You got to make adjustments. And Harden, you guys are exactly right. Them dudes Harden and some of them guys, man, they just need to do the farewell tour and get out the league, man. It's just like, how much? Are you gonna win with James Harden? No.
Nope.
Are you with Westbrook's not. No, you're not gonna win. KD's only way he won. He went and had to go play with the sharpshooters from the Wild Wild West. He can't do it by himself. I mean, Kyrie, all these dudes that's anybody that think the earth is flat, man. He went to Duke. I don't care. There's some crazy people went to Duke, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and when Joel Allen, I mean, these guys need to get healthy. How you gonna pay these guys millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they can't even play 40 games? They can't even play 50 games a year, and
Mm-hmm.
you paying them that kind of money? Come on, man.
That's why I seen a poll.
It's crazy.
That's why I seen somebody talking about this other day on social media talking about who better, Jalen Brunson or Kyrie Irving. I said maybe skill wise, Kyrie is better, but when it comes to the game and what they're doing now, Brunson is better. I said Brunson hit big. Yeah, both of them hit big shots, but Brunson don't never get hurt. If Brunson out, he might be out for a week at the most. I said Brunson is always available, and Brunson he let not only did he take a pay cut, so he's not selfish like Kyrie Irving. He actually delivered in the longest tight. I don't think the only team that probably taking longer to win a championship is probably Atlanta Hawks. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, he delivered when nobody else could. Ewing, all these other guys couldn't deliver. He delivered. So at the end of the day, all this Kyrie Irving talk, and I tell people this. I said, think about the time when Kyrie Irving was number one, the number one guy. He won 27 games. You know what I'm saying? Before LeBron, everybody keep talking about, oh, he was the best player on the team with LeBron. I don't know what team y'all was watching, but yeah, he was a great number two, but he was never the number one guy with Cleveland when LeBron was there. Then when he left, Kyrie Irving career has never been back on track. If you look at it, he had that one good season in Dallas where it was actually looked like, okay, he might do something with Luka. Other than that, all the other years since he left Cleveland has been a disaster.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you know what I mean? So I don't know what people talk about. They just try to make up narratives to fit their narrative. You know what I mean? So you know.
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, where could he go, and how can he play if he doesn't play with the ball? And see, that's why you think about it. What does it give you when you don't have the basketball?
Exactly. So, but before I'm gonna let Jacob, because I know Jacob probably wanted to talk about this because he talked about it earlier. I'm gonna let him go ahead and throw his spill out about this whole Angela Reese, Caitlin Clark thing. Me personally, I don't know. It's kind of funny because I'm like, they still like beefing like after all this college. Like, they don't even play this. They don't even play the same style of basketball. It's not like Bird and Magic. I don't really see how this is still a thing. You know what I'm saying? And they not really team not really winning. They not really on winning teams. So I don't even know why this even a thing. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't pretty much ostracize Caitlin Clark. Like the WNBA did such a terrible job of marketing her. Like they talking about she finally got her shoe deal, but everybody like is basically 2 years too late because when she was hot as fish grease, when she should have got the deal. Now when her own league don't even basically want her there, you know what I'm saying? What difference? You know, are people gonna really go out and still buy the shoe? But y'all go ahead and chime in on that.
That's really more of media based, man. The media want to keep some going. They want to have this narrow, the great white hype, versus the pretty girl. You know what I mean? That all the black people love. It's more of the media, and so I feel like both of them just add to the media, by talking trash. But I watched both of them games Thursday and today. Angel Reese came in on top because Caitlin gets so emotional on the court. To man, she just throw the whole basketball game away. She has no if it's not going her way, there's no basketball intelligence there. And so and Angel know how to push her buttons. That's how I see it.
I tell you what, you know what? If that right there was not 100% accurate, I'm not sitting in Virginia having this conversation with these two brothers tonight, because you're exactly right, Jacob. When you go back and watch her when she was if she didn't get the call, if she didn't get and everybody on the team, so and unfortunately her teammates would kind of stand and watch because everything ran through her. Now I get it then because the money and everybody wants her to be. Well, it's almost like a Cooper Flag type syndrome, right? They want that they're looking for that. They got to have that. Now, I get that, but when she goes to that league has had some great female basketball players, and you look and you go, man, you know what? You Caitlin, either you get on the stick. And you got to realize there's some up and comings, man. I mean, I think we talked about it last week. The girl that was at Notre Dame that went to where'd you go? TCU, Olivia Miles. I mean, you gonna mess around and some of these rookies gonna end up with the face of that WNBA because that girl's balling out. And Caitlin, you think about, I mean, she can shoot, but what are they doing all the time on her? They don't let her breathe.
Yeah, well, I say this. I'm really anticipating because I don't watch WNBA probably as much as y'all do, or women college sports. But like I told Jacob, if it ain't South Carolina, Connecticut, one of the top teams, when I'm trying to watch some other teams, I feel like I'm watching a bunch of 6-year-olds. It be looking terrible. They be trying the layups, they be missing, the shot be clanking, they be falling all over the place, looking
Hey, coach, that's how you know that he don't watch. That's how you know he don't watch. No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't.
I do watch. Other than the top players in the top teams, it might be one player. Cause like let's say if you're watching the game, right? And let's say I'm watching Juju. Right, and that's what that's how I'm trying to get to. I really want to see Juju play. So let's say I'm watching Juju, and she playing against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Arkansas Pine Bluff, everybody 5'2", and it looked like, remember that game in the Olympics when the women played the Chinese girls in the Olympics, and everybody on the team on the Chinese team was like 4'11", and they had girls 6'1" and 6'2", 6'3". I said this, at least they was more like they could shoot a little bit because they were shooting the lights out in that first half against them staying in the game. Them guys, Arkansas Pine Bluff, all these smaller school, man, and put it like this. How you going to tell me I'm watching, I want to watch this when the score be 90-20 at the end of the game? Really? I was supposed to watch this? I'm not about to watch this. No. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I can't do it. But Juju, I'm excited because I think Juju could be the face of the league after A'ja Wilson. I think Juju could be the next
one. No, she ain't either. Ain't nobody what Olivia Miles is doing in this rookie season, bro. She about to take this lead over, bro.
That's what I'm just. Thank you, sir.
And where she came from? Where she come from?
TCU and Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I watched her.
She was in the back. She was in the back court with Hannah Hidalgo.
Okay, yeah, I think I watched a couple of games with her. I watched a couple. I ain't watched enough, but I watched a couple.
I can't. When you average 20 points, 12 assists, 5 steals, and 2 blocks as a rookie, yeah,
she balling, dude.
What's the girl name that's in college? That was getting all them assists. That was getting like 20 assists a game, and this past season, who that one guard, and it was a guard. And what's that big girl name? What's the big girl name that had like a bunch of like 30-20 games? I said that's crazy for women's college basketball. The girl is with the heavyset girl. I think she played for Iowa State. I think.
She ain't do. I mean, she was all right, but once she got some competition on, I mean, and that's what I mean. What Jacob is saying is so true. When you turn around and then when I can't remember who Paige Becker's playing, whatever they had the number 1 pick, and of course she picked the girlfriend. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. So they picked the girlfriend instead of picking Olivia Miles. You put Olivia Miles on that team, they in the finals.
What position Olivia Miles play?
Point guard.
She's okay. That's the girl I'm talking about. The one she played for Notre Dame. She said Notre Dame, right?
No, she transferred to TCU her last year. NIL reasons.
Okay, is that the girl? I think that's the girl I'm talking about because I think that's the girl to be getting all the assists. In college,
she ball, absolutely.
Yeah, that's her, bro. That's her. And
okay,
then they don't they don't like her because she came out publicly to say when she got to college, uh, she crossed that fence. But she said that she went down on her knees and gave her life to Jesus, and now
Mhm.
she thank God for every moment. That's what they really don't like about her in WNBA.
Okay, okay. So before we get out here, what's that? Flo J, what's she doing?
She
Well, she on a bad team, man. She doing okay
that's
though.
it. That's the problem. You could be
She said,
good. She's on a bad squad.
"Oh, okay, got you. You still
You
there,
know.
Jacob?
Yeah, I'm here.
So thank you, Phil. Oh, okay. I heard a click. I ain't know somebody. I ain't know someone
Yeah,
trying to get
that
on
and,
there.
I mean that's exactly she's on a bad squad, and I mean, and I think that what the game that I think Dawn was at the game we had like 7 of her players on the floor. And
Mm,
it's just like, and that's the thing. I mean, now you got a couple girls from I think Texas transferring to soccer. I mean, women's college basketball. I'm telling you what, that's what I do on Sundays, dude. I'm telling you, when that thing is like loaded to the gills, and I'll be like, all right, well, and I get my schedule. Yeah, and it's just like somebody says, well, I think Icon, you said, well, man, it's just like if Carolina goes plays Campbell, Carolina plays Elon. Yeah, I mean it's a blowout game. It's the same thing with college women, college basketball. But I think part of the thing that hurt women's basketball was UConn because they just won year in and year out, year in and year out. And then when girls started to say, hey, there's other schools besides just going to UConn. And I think that's what really caused it to really to take back off because now it's good basketball. It really
yeah,
is.
because see, this is my thing. You know what I'm saying is I don't mind watching like even like in men's college basketball if it's going to be a blowout. But a lot of times, even when it's a blowout game, even like I said, Campbell or one of these other teams, Elon, they might have that one player that you be like, how is he on Elon? He is
Yeah.
killing them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Every team got them.
Yeah, and it's like when you're watching the women's, if it's a 90-20 game, then the 20 side they don't got most of them, I've been in them playing like how did y'all make it through high school, let alone get to college with this game? So that's all I be like, huh, this is terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's good and terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
They can't they can't handle the bright lights. That's what happens.
oh, okay. Well, anyway, fellas, another great show. Oh, Coach, I gotta tell you this. We gonna have probably a major announcement hopefully by Tuesday, but we supposed to be adding another radio station, so we're gonna be on another radio station coming up. This starting next Friday, probably next Friday, we'll probably be doing our next first show with them on Friday. So I'm gonna get all the details this week. Whatever. So we already kind of made it official last night, but I'm gonna get all the information this week so we can start promoting and marketing and all that. You know what I mean? I got over 50,000 followers or listeners a month. So yeah, so so definitely, we know how we do, man. We always trying to evolve this thing.
Absolutely, man. It's always a pleasure, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. So Barack Obama cousin and Jacob the Great. See y'all on the next show.
See y'all next time, brother. Later.